Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us live here at ambiance.com. And today we are at Gordon Biersch at Market Commons, and joining me is the general manager, Jason Landis. Jason, thanks for having us out here today.
Our pleasure. Thanks for being here.
This is such a fantastic restaurant here in Myrtle Beach, just located right in the heart of Myrtle Beach. And one of the aspects that I love about it is it's also a brewery. So we're actually standing inside the brewery right now. So tell us a little bit about Gordon Biersch, its background, a little bit more about the restaurant here.
Absolutely. Gordon Biersch, Myrtle Beach, located right in the heart of Market Commons. Great location, like you mentioned, minutes from anything. So we're blessed with a great location. We're also blessed by being a brewery restaurant as well. So all the beer that we have is made in-house, on premise. We've got a great brewer by the name of Daniel. He's here all the time, just not now, but he's in here toiling away making the beer. Everything you see here is just kind of the guts of the brewery right now. But yeah, from start to finish, all the beer is made in-house, and it's fantastic.
This is amazing. Good. This is so cool, actually, to be standing in here. While we're in here, tell us a little bit about each of these tanks and what they do. Just a brief synopsis.
Gotcha. Well, this right here, we're next to the mash tun. What we do with this is we fill this up with warm water, and then we drop pretty much the cracked malt into the warm water, and this is for the mashing process. We transfer it through all these pipes underneath here over to that big vessel there. That's called the lauterton. Especially, essentially it's just a giant strainer. And what we're doing is we're separating all the liquid from the malt that's in it. As that's happening, we clean out this mash tun, bring it back over here. Now it's the boiling process. And then once that's done, we bring it over to the fermentation tanks. And then this is where we add the yeast to it, and then we let this sit for about a month and a half, and then it's ready for general consumption.
So basically, like when you're making beer, so it has to ferment for a month to a month and a half.
Depending on the beer, yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay, and how much beer? This is ginormous. How much does it fit?
About 30 barrels, which is like 60 kegs.
60
That's the size of the
kegs.
batch. Yep.
Oh my goodness! And then how often, how much beer do y'all go through here? A lot of beer.
Yeah.
How many, on tap? How many different types of beer do you offer?
Usually we can do up to 9 beers on tap. Okay. Every now and then we'll have 7 or 8, but we try to keep 9 on tap. We have everything from traditional German lagers all the way up to IPAs. We'll do small batches sometimes where it's like 1 or 2 barrels, but most of the time we'll have 9 on tap.
Okay, and then when you're changing different tastes, do you ever have seasonal beers that you do?
We have 4 seasonals. We have, coinciding with the seasons, we have a Maibach for the spring, we have a Sommerbrau for the summer. In the fall, we have an amazing fest beer. In the wintertime, we have our Winterbach. Okay. And with each of those, whenever we tap those, we have tapping parties, bringing a band, we'll have live music, free food. We accept donations, and we'll raise money for charity.
That's
at each
very
of these
cool.
Events. So yeah,
tapping
it's a big time.
Parties. Okay, so they have quarterly tapping parties. That's really cool.
Time. Absolutely.
And then who comes up? You mentioned you had Daniel that does a lot of the brewing here. Does he just come up with different ideas, or do you take requests from what types of beer people want? How does that work?
A lot of it is up to the brewer. We do have some core beers that we have on tap. We always have the Myrtle. The Myrtle's kind of our flagship beer. We use that in a lot of our cooking. It's great synergy between the brewer and the chef. A lot of the food that we have utilizes the beer that we make in-house. So some of the beer we have to have on tap all the time. So the Myrtle is one of those.
Okay.
The Golden X will almost be always on tap. It's a nice blonde lager. Everything else is kind of up to the brewer's discretion. We have everything from company recipes that we can use, and then each brewer kind of has their own little special spin that they can put on brews. So each Gordon Biersch, while it's going to be similar, each one is a unique experience, which is really cool about the company.
Yeah, this is really cool. So you're talking about food. I want to take a walk outside the brewery now. Let's go kind of take a look at the restaurant and maybe the line, and we can talk about some different things that are on the menu here at Gordon Biersch.
So the kitchen's right around here. I'm going to let her go through. Oh. You're fine. Just say hi. But yeah, we got the kitchen is back here, right next to the brewery. And And like I said, it's a unique kitchen. A lot of the product that we have utilizes the beer that we make, so it really kind of pulls everything together with the beer and the food that we have in-house. Food's made pretty much from scratch in the kitchen right here. So while you see the guys here working on the line, we have a whole other level of the kitchen where people are preparing everything for the day.
That's great. And I love restaurants that are from scratch because not every restaurant is from scratch.
Yeah.
So that's another positive thing here at Gordon Biersch. When it comes to menu items, what would be some of the must-try menu items when you come here?
I mean, we've got great items, everything from appetizers, small plates, up to the entrees. It sounds simple, but the garlic fries are amazing. If you like garlic, they are out of this world. The egg rolls are just to die for. Those are some of the starters that we have. Some of the entrees, I always tell people we have a lobster shrimp taco that is out of this world.
Oh,
probably the best thing on the menu. Some of it's like traditional German fare. A lot of the beer that we make is traditional German lagers. So we pair that with some of the traditional German fare. We have some German sausage. We have a chicken schnitzel dish.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Through the roof. It's so good. And then some great desserts as well. Just a nice variety of food, a little bit of everything.
Yes. Well, I've eaten here a few times and absolutely love it. And I love the ambiance here too. So I like how the lighting, it's a little bit dimmer, it's a little bit quiet. I love how you have the booths. You have options to have a booth.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit more privacy in here with the barriers in between. And
it's great. It's a really comfortable feel.
It is.
But like classy enough, but yet not pretentious. It's just kind of markets to everybody. It's
yeah,
really
I
nice.
love that. Classy but not pretentious. I like that. Yeah, this is very cool. And now this place gets packed out too, because also when it comes to the bar, you have the TVs and you have a lot of sports. Tell me a little bit about what do you offer when it comes to the bar scene at night, during the week, and on the weekends?
We do happy hour 4 to 7 every day. We run discount beers. We have discounted small plates, starting at right around $3 and going up. So there's a lot of options there. We do Taco Thursdays, where we'll have tacos all day on special, as well as some of our beers and our margaritas. And then late night, after 10 o'clock, we'll run discount happy hour appetizers as well.
Okay.
Menus open, full menus open late till 11 during the week, till 12 on Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
So yeah, no matter when you come in, we got something for you.
Okay, great. And then also you have a bar that is outside too, right? You know what? Let's go walk down there. We'll take a look at this because I believe it opens up, right, to the outside.
It's one of the nicer aspects of the bar. The garage doors are fantastic. Some of the best people watching in the Market Common.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool right here.
When the weather's nice, we can pop those open. You can sit outside, you can sit inside. The patio seating is just phenomenal, really nice, really cozy.
It is great out there.
Great atmosphere.
You get a nice breeze sometimes. It's nice and cool. And, I've been here actually in the fall, like October. It's
fantastic.
just,
Nothing better.
It is fantastic,
Nothing better. Absolutely.
So now we're here. We're actually looking at what's on tap. Let's talk a little bit about what do you have here on tap right now?
Absolutely. We've got what we have our core beers going down. You have the Golden Export, the Hefeweizen, Schwarz beer, the Czech Pilsner, and the Myrtle. Those are our traditional kind of German lagers. They're always going to follow Reinheitsgebot. German purity laws are only going to have water, hops, yeast, and malt added to it. So those we're going to have on tap quite often. This is our seasonal right now. We have our Summer Brow. It's a Kolsch style ale, light-bodied, blonde, almost like a citrus flavor to it. Super refreshing in the summertime. We have a bourbon barrel that's kind of unique this year. We partnered with one of the distilleries out of Kentucky that's just right across the street from one of our restaurants. So we got a bunch of bourbon barrels. So we have a bourbon.
So does it have
lager.
like a bourbon taste to it?
Absolutely, bourbon smell, bourbon taste to it.
That's
Absolutely.
interesting.
We age it for a couple months in the barrels, and it's fantastic. That's a amber lager right now. The next one we have is a Pilsner that's aging right now, which is going to be really, really good. And then we include things like IPAs as well. That's one of the things that the brewer kind of puts his own little special touch on. We have an IPA on tap, a surfing IPA. It's a session, super easy drink. You still have the nice hop characteristic to it. And then we have a blueberry lager on tap. That's just a wild seller right now.
Oh, wow. That actually sounds really good.
It is very refreshing. It's very good.
Yeah. All right. Well, gosh, what a great selection here. This is a really nice bar and seats a lot of people.
Absolutely.
This is great.
Happy hour gets packed. Everything down here is first come, first serve, so people know to get here right at 4 o'clock and try to get the prime location.
Well, tell me a little bit about the golf scene here. I mean, since we are the golf capital of the world.
Absolutely. We see a lot of groups come in from year round, but we see a big bump right around like spring, and then right when fall hits, we'll see a nice bump of golfers coming in. We'll have parties of 8, 12, 20 golfers that'll come in and just spend hours here drinking. Having like little small plates, just going over the day, who shot what, and who did. So,
exactly.
absolutely.
And really the location is key too here,
it's not
being
a far
central.
drive to anything.
No, I mean, and the airport literally is
like literally 5 minutes away.
5 minutes
Absolutely.
away.
Yep.
So might be a great place if you're just getting off the plane here in Myrtle Beach, want to swing by and grab a bite to eat at Gordon Biersch, relax here at Market Commons. Maybe after a round, come here. But location is prime. An amazing restaurant and brewery. Again, I love this ambiance. It's very chill.
It is.
It is very
it's great.
chill.
It's nice. We love it. We love it. So.
And then also surrounding, when you go outside of Gordon Biersch, just you have a lot of things to do here in Market Commons. You have the movie theater, you have bookstores.
Great area. You got plenty of shopping. A lot of golfers that'll be sitting here at the bar while their wives are out shopping. So that's a nice little added bonus. But there's plenty of shopping. There's plenty of other bars as well. So, once you get done with us, you can bar hop and check out some of the great locations that we have as well. Movie theaters, there's athletic parks over there.
Yeah, the athletic parks are amazing for sports.
We see a huge sports tourism bump as well. So,
right.
And then there's always festivals year round that are going on over in the parks over here. So there's always something going on in the Market Commons. It's a great location.
Yeah. Well, Jason, thanks for having us out today.
It's our pleasure.
Gordon Biersch is amazing. So y'all are doing a great job here, and I'm sure you're going to be slammed this fall with lots of great golf, because we have had a great year in golf in Myrtle Beach this year.
We see it and we appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.